Have you ever wondered why organic farming is gaining so much ground? Despite many still betting on the conventional model, small producers have discovered that there is a more sustainable, profitable, and above all, healthier way to produce food. And it's not just about planting without pesticides. It's about transforming your relationship with the land, the market, and even your own health. What seemed impossible for small farmers is becoming reality. Producing more, spending less, and positively impacting the environment. It might seem counterintuitive, but conventional agriculture, often celebrated for its productivity, frequently sacrifices soil health, biodiversity, and even the health of the producers themselves. Meanwhile, organic farming shows that a different path is possible. It delivers more valued food, a living and productive soil, and even savings in your pocket. What's curious is that these benefits are within reach of anyone willing to change their practices. But why don't all see this opportunity? The truth is many producers still believe that organic farming is complicated or inaccessible. That's where the biggest myth lies. With simple techniques and a different mindset, small farmers can not only compete in the market, but also thrive. In this text, you will discover the top 5 benefits of organic farming, explained in a practical and detailed manner. Get ready to change your view on what it means to take care of the land and your future. Shall we? First benefit: living and productive soil. Have you ever considered that soil is much more than just dirt? Imagine it as a vibrant underground city, filled with tiny inhabitants, microorganisms, fungi, and bacteria, all working together to create a healthy ecosystem. This is precisely what organic farming promotes: the creation of a living and productive soil. With simple practices, such as composting and using natural fertilizers, any producer can transform poor soil into a real agricultural powerhouse. It's almost like feeding an organism. What you give to the soil, it returns in the form of healthier crops. A practical example? Think about composting kitchen scraps. Fruit peels, vegetables, coffee grounds, all can be turned into gold for the soil. The secret lies in organic matter. It improves water retention, provides essential nutrients, and creates an environment where plant roots can develop at full strength. And what's better? It's free. With a bit of patience, you can reduce household waste and at the same time increase your productivity. Now consider the microorganisms that inhabit the soil as a team of superheroes. These tiny workers beneath your feet fix nitrogen, decompose organic matter, and even protect your plants from pests. In the conventional system, pesticides and synthetic fertilizers kill these natural allies, while in organic farming, they are encouraged to thrive. You not only keep the soil healthy, but ensure sustainable production in the long term. A producer who adopts organic practices often is amazed by the positive return they receive. For example, by incorporating earthworms into management, you get a powerful natural fertilizer known as humus. Earthworms aerate the soil while working, making it lighter and more conducive to plant growth. It sounds magical, but it's pure applied science. And the best part? It's a technique accessible even to small producers. Moreover, soil treated with respect is like an investment bank. Every sustainable practice you adopt is like a deposit for the future. If you ever face a period of drought or excessive rain, well-maintained organic soil retains water and nutrients, ensuring that your production suffers less. The natural resilience you build can be the difference between success and failure in tough times. And speaking of tough times, what about independence? A healthy soil reduces the need for external inputs, like chemical fertilizers, lowering operational costs. This autonomy is the key to the next big step: savings in production. But before exploring this idea, how about reflecting on the transformative power of truly living soil? Second benefit: lower costs, greater independence. When it comes to agriculture, cutting costs is like finding lost money in your pocket, a tremendous joy. The good news is that organic farming does this in a practical and sustainable way. Imagine not needing to buy expensive chemical fertilizers or pesticides. Instead, you utilize what's already at your disposal, manure, plant residues, and even the famous composting. This isn't just saving money, it's independence. You stop being beholden to big industries and take full control of your production. Think about using animal manure as fertilizer. If you have chickens, cows, or even rabbits, you already have a rich source of nutrients for the soil. There's no need to spend fortunes on synthetic fertilizers when what you need is literally in your backyard. Additionally, materials like dried leaves and tree prunings can be shredded and used as soil cover, protecting and simultaneously enriching it. It's like turning waste into valuable resources. Another advantage is the reuse of harvest leftovers. Stalks, peels, and other parts that would normally be discarded can be shredded and returned to the soil as organic matter. This practice not only nourishes the soil but also reduces the amount of waste generated. An example of this is using corn straw as mulch. Simple, effective, and extremely economical. This proves that the solution is often right before your eyes. You just need to change your perspective. If you're one of those who love experimenting, you might even create homemade biofertilizers. Have you heard of nettle slurry or manure tea? These natural solutions are extremely powerful and very cheap to produce. Moreover, they eliminate the need for chemicals, which are often harmful to health and the environment. With this, your property not only saves money, but also contributes to a healthier planet. Now, imagine the long-term impact. Lower production costs mean higher profit margins. For small producers, this is revolutionary. By reducing expenses on external inputs, more money is left to invest in what really matters, such as tools, infrastructure, and even quality of life. And do you know what's best? This entire cycle of savings is sustainable and self-reinforcing, strengthening your property year after year. In the end, the autonomy provided by organic farming is not just financial, but also emotional. There is something very gratifying in knowing that you control every aspect of your production. And with this solid foundation, it becomes even easier to think about the next step, how to turn these savings into profit, conquering promising markets. Third benefit, more valued foods in the market. Have you noticed how organic products have been gaining space on shelves and in the hearts of consumers? Organic farming offers more than just food. It delivers trust and health. For the producer, this is a golden opportunity to increase income. Naturally grown foods have a special appeal in the market, attracting people willing to pay a bit more for quality and safety. This is the kind of differentiation that turns your property into a reference. Organic markets are the starting point for many small producers. Imagine setting up a stall full of fresh fruits and vegetables, free of pesticides, with that aroma only nature can provide. In addition to selling, you create a direct connection with consumers who appreciate the effort behind each product. And believe it, they will return not just for the taste, but for the story your production carries. Support programs, such as policies encouraging sustainable small farmers, are also powerful allies. Many governments offer subsidies and lines of credit for those investing in organic production. Participating in programs like these can open doors to partnerships, certifications, and even exports. After all, the international market loves organic foods. Why not dream big? If you prefer digital, online commerce might be your gold mine. Platforms specializing in organic products are booming and allow you to reach customers who might never visit your region. You can even create personalized baskets and deliver them directly to the customer's home. It's a model that combines modernity and closeness, ideal for conquering new audiences and retaining existing ones. And there's more. Besides direct sales, many restaurants and specialized markets are in search of reliable producers to supply organic foods. It's an opportunity to build solid, long-term partnerships. A famous restaurant, for example, can highlight your product when creating exclusive dishes, and you gain prominence as the official supplier. It's a win-win relationship. With the extra income generated, investing in improvements on the property becomes a natural cycle. More technology, more quality, and more results. And all this reinforces the next benefit of organic farming: transforming your property into a true sanctuary of biodiversity. After all, profit is important, but it cannot come at the expense of natural balance. Fourth benefit: biodiversity protection. Nature has an incredible ability to surprise us, especially when treated with respect. In organic farming, your property becomes much more than a production space. It transforms into a natural refuge. Each choice you make, from avoiding pesticides to creating conservation areas, contributes to biodiversity protection. It's like opening the doors for life to flourish around you, bringing balance and productivity. Have you ever imagined having a garden full of butterflies, bees, and birds singing? They are not there by chance. Pollinators, such as bees and hummingbirds, are essential for increasing your crop's productivity. Planting native flowers or living fences, for example, is a practical way to attract these species. And the best part? They do the hard work for you, ensuring more abundant harvests. Another advantage of protecting biodiversity is the natural pest control. Consider ladybugs. These little insects are true predators of pests like aphids. When you eliminate the use of chemical pesticides, you make room for natural allies to take control. Besides being sustainable, this approach is extremely efficient and economical. It's like having a security team that works 24/7 without charging a penny. Preserving local flora is also part of the package. By creating areas of native vegetation, you not only enrich the environment, but also improve soil quality and protect water resources. Strategically planted trees can prevent erosion, reduce soil temperature, and even serve as natural barriers against strong winds. These are simple solutions, but they make all the difference in the long run. And it's not just fauna and flora that benefit. Biodiversity also directly reflects on the quality of the food produced. Soils rich in life, filled with microorganisms and organic matter, yield more nutritious foods. This not only attracts discerning consumers, but also reinforces your commitment to caring for the planet while you care for your production. By transforming your property into a natural sanctuary, you are investing in the future. It's a legacy that goes beyond your generation, a gift to the environment and the community. And with this, the impact goes far beyond what can be measured. After all, the health of the land is directly connected to the health of those who live on it, a theme that leads us to the next point: the benefits for you and your family. Fifth benefit: health and well-being for you and your family. Caring for the land is ultimately caring for those who live from it. Organic farming makes this connection in a simple and direct way. Foods grown without chemical products are healthier for you and your family. After all, who doesn't want to know that what they are putting on their plate is 100% natural? In addition to guaranteeing a rich and tasty diet, you also reduce the risks associated with consuming toxic residues, so common in conventionally produced foods. Producing organic foods is like creating a cycle of health within your own property. Imagine picking ripe tomatoes right off the vine, with the assurance that they have not been treated with pesticides. The flavor, texture, and nutrients are unmatched. And what's even better, sharing this quality with your family and even with the surrounding community. Each meal becomes an experience of care and connection. Food safety is also a key point. When you opt for organic practices, you avoid exposing your family to dangerous chemicals that can accumulate in the body over time. Studies have shown that a diet rich in organic foods can reduce problems like allergies and poisonings. Moreover, the positive impact on mental health is huge. Knowing that you are taking care of the soil and the health of your loved ones brings an invaluable peace. Now, think about the emotional well-being of teaching these values to the next generations. Imagine your children learning from an early age the value of respecting nature and eating consciously. This type of lesson goes far beyond the farm. It's a legacy that shapes character and strengthens family bonds. And don't worry, even those living in smaller areas can adopt organic practices, such as creating vertical gardens or planting herbs in pots. Producing organically also has a direct impact on the environment, ensuring that essential resources such as water and air are preserved for future generations. And by protecting the land, you are ensuring that it will continue to be a source of life and sustenance for your family for decades. This type of commitment transcends the individual and reaches the collective. And so, by caring for the soil, the environment, and the health of those you love, you are taking an important step towards creating a more sustainable and balanced world. But this is not the end of the journey. There is always more to learn, more to explore, and more to transform, as we will see by tying all these points together to help small producers reach new heights. So, after exploring the main benefits of organic farming, an inevitable question arises. What will you do with this knowledge? It's impossible to deny that this model offers advantages that go far beyond what is seen at first glance. It's not just about production, but transformation of the soil, biodiversity, income, and most importantly, your relationship with the planet. Isn't it time you took the first step towards a more sustainable and intelligent production? Imagine the impact you can cause on your property, your family, and even your community by adopting these practices. Every choice you make, from enriching the soil to attracting biodiversity, is an investment in a more promising future. Why continue to depend on expensive inputs and exhausting practices when you can create a natural, productive, and profitable system? Think about it. Your production could be healthier, your income more stable, and your impact more positive. Now, before you go, how about joining a community that is constantly striving to improve? Subscribe to the channel and activate the notifications so you don't miss any content on sustainable and organic farming. Share this knowledge with other producers and start transforming your reality today. You are one step away from revolutionizing your production and living a life more connected with nature. Will you stay still, or will you act now? For those who want to learn more about organic farming, I will leave a complete material, being a practical guide to organic farming, for those who want to start a production and don't quite know where to begin. The link to this full material is in the first pinned comment. Next, I'll leave a video about the principles of organic farming. See you soon. Let's move towards a bountiful earth.